The episode begins with Homer losing a bet to Lisa, and as the prize, she gets to choose what they will do on a father and daughter day. Lisa decides they will build houses for the homeless. At first, Homer complains, but he soon starts having fun and ends up getting paint all over his wedding ring. At that exact moment, two desperate single women show up at the construction site looking for husbands, and their first target is Homer. Even though he's ugly, they find him attractive simply because he isn't wearing a ring. The two women start flirting with Homer, offering money and even a mansion if he agrees to marry one of them. Right then, Marge arrives and sees Homer supposedly flexing his muscles for the single women. Furious, she storms off. In the end, Homer was only making those weird faces because he was trying to show how Marge gave birth to 3 children. Later, Marge tries to tell Homer that she feels insecure and is afraid he might get tired of her. Even though Homer says he loves her, he literally falls asleep 1 second later. Meanwhile, Milhouse and Bart are watching Batman vs. Krusty on TV, and when they see an interesting scene, they decide they need to recreate it at school to get everyone's attention. The next day, Marge talks to Julia about the fact that Apu cheated on her and admits that she's afraid Homer might do the same. Without wasting any time, Julia grabs the rolls on Marge's belly and tells her that if she keeps being that fat, she's definitely going to lose her husband. To deal with this, Marge decides to get liposuction and says she needs something good enough to please her handsome, overweight husband. Before the surgery, Marge says she needs to ask a few questions, but before she can do that, the doctor puts her to sleep and completely ignores her. When Marge wakes up, that's when the real problem begins. Lying next to her is the mayor's wife, who was supposed to get breast implants, but is still flat as a board. When Marge looks down, she realizes that they accidentally enhanced her instead. Furious, Marge says she won't accept this. The doctor tells her to come back in 48 hours to remove them and warns that if she doesn't, her husband might give her a natural face surgery. Ironically, the doctor jokes that Homer would probably be very sad to see his wife with implants. Watching Marge struggle to walk with her new melons is absolutely hilarious. At school, Milhouse and Bart try to recreate the scene they saw on TV the night before. But everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Milhouse starts spinning out of control and ends up vomiting on the United States flag, right in front of war veterans who are visiting the school. Knowing this was caused by Krusty's show, Skinner decides to shut it down. Back at home, Marge tries to act normal, but her new melons get in the way of literally everything. When Marge tries to pick Maggie up, it becomes an impossible mission, since she can't even see downward. Soon after, Marge doesn't want the family to see her like that, so she starts hiding. Meanwhile, because of Bart, Krusty begins getting canceled by protesters and even ends up being thrown into a trash can for supposedly influencing children in bad ways. At bedtime, Homer tries to pull the blanket, but accidentally grabs 2 very soft things, discovering Marge's implants. Homer is thrilled with the upgrade, but Marge tells him not to get used to it, since she's removing them in 2 days. Ignoring that completely, Homer invites Marge out, along with the kids and 2 new friends of hers. When they arrive at the restaurant, Marge immediately becomes the center of attention. They're given a special table and even high-quality food, while the chef serves cold meals to everyone else. Skinner's mother even comments that the food is as cold as her love for her son. Lisa asks Marge if she really doesn't mind getting all this attention just because of her implants. But before Marge can answer, Homer and all the other men in the restaurant burst into song, praising Marge and her new assets. At that moment, Kie, a modeling agent, shows up and offers Marge a job. Seeing that the implants are actually useful, Marge decides to keep them. The following night, Marge's fashion show takes place, where she basically models as a housewife and obviously grabs everyone's attention for reasons we already know. To celebrate, Homer takes her to Moe's tavern, and Moe is so impressed by what he sees that he says Marge is worthy of drinking from a clean glass, unlike everyone else. After that, we see that, because of Bart, Moe has turned into a politically correct clown. When Marge arrives, Milhouse immediately looks away and says his mom told him he's not allowed to look at Marge anymore. Marge starts complaining about back pain and says she's tired of the kind of attention she attracts. When she looks out the window, she sees several men spying on her. Shortly after, we see Krusty depressed in a sauna, until Bart shows up and suggests a plan to cheer him up, causing chaos at the Springfield Shoe Fair, which features every kind of shoe you can possibly imagine. Marge complains to her boss that she's exhausted and that her back hurts badly, but Kie ignores her and simply injects something into her, making Marge smile uncontrollably. Going back to Bart's plan, an elephant is supposed to attack Millhouse, and Krusty is meant to save him with a funny entrance, and by saying the magic word that calms the elephant down. Meanwhile, Marge tries to give a speech about beauty, but all the men do is comment on her body. During the plan, the elephant loses control and attacks both Millhouse and Bart. Krusty forgets the magic word, and when Homer tries to help, he gets caught as well. With no other option, the police decide the only solution is to shoot the elephant, even with Bart and the others in danger. To stop that from happening, Marge is forced to use her assets, briefly flashing her breast implants to the police officers. She distracts them, and this shocks Krusty so much that he finally remembers the word that calms the elephant. Thanks to that, Krusty is treated like a hero by everyone. As for Marge, she ultimately decides to remove her implants and is happy with that decision, saying that Homer is the only man she wants to desire her. And with that, we wrap up another episode on this humble channel.